it's anyway.
Anyway.
It's more than enough time.
Yes,
I only wanted to bring up about the budget.
1917. Now, one thing I did want to bring up about the budget too, being around $90 million, is that a long time ago there was a fantastic film that came out called Castaway, and I remember thinking about that film, thinking it was filmed on an island, one fucking dude, and a ball.
Yeah,
$90 million, and I thought, holy shit, that's expensive. And I thought, well, it has to pay for the actors, but the fact that a film of this caliber can be filmed in this day and age on this kind of budget goes to show that they spent every penny right.
Yes. And that blew me away because that's one of the things that that I love looking up, the money behind it all and all that kind of thing. And I left the theater blown away because it's absolutely phenomenal, every aspect of it. And then I was like, all right, I'll do my research for the show. Looked it up and I was like, $100 million. No way. Like I was expecting about 2 to 250 million, like if Netflix is going to spend that on Six Underground, surely this film was like fucking worth a lot more than that. But $90 to $100 million. And like we've already said, every penny is spent in the exact correct way. This movie, start to finish, hooks you and it is flawless.
That's one thing I do want to say about the film itself from start to finish is that, as we all know, the film is edited in a way where it's seemingly one shot.
Yeah.
You do see the breaks.
I told you that they would have to have at least one moment where the character's asleep or, as we found out, unconscious for a little bit. And then they just do quick cut and he opens his eyes and it's hours later.
That was like
they had to do one.
That was, so that I didn't mind that. And like, if you haven't seen this film yet, you won't really quite understand. But I will have to say, within the first 15 to 20 minutes, I felt mentally exhausted. Because not because it's hard to watch. No. It's because I wasn't blinking.
No.
Because I was so focused on watching one take.
Yes.
But not only that, but I was also looking for where they passed a rock or a tree. And you could definitely see some, not all, but you can definitely see some of where the cuts were changed and things were swapped to start the next scene.
Yeah.
But it was edited, obviously, in a way that it seems like one shot, and that's perfectly fine. You can't do 2-3 hours one fucking go unless you're in a play, and you got to get it fucking right.
Oh, man.
But you're battling against the elements as well. But what I mean is, like, it's visually exhausted me for a little while because you don't realize how much you rely on cuts
and those dead shots of in between, like even Joker
go from one angle to the next.
Even Joker has it when they cut to a new scene. There's an external shot of a building, like like things like that. You don't realize how used to that you are, where it's just a little brief breather. It's just a moment to process a thought. This movie, like you said, it's made to seem like it's one big shot. And honestly, I was so engrossed in the story and the action and the drama and the heartbreak, all of those concepts, that I didn't see a single cut.
Okay.
I was not looking for that. I went into it going, all right, let's see how they did this. And like you said, 10 minutes in, I'm just glued there.
Yeah.
I didn't even, you know how much I love my popcorn?
Yeah.
I had a large popcorn. Didn't even finish it.
Yeah. No,
so I was engrossed in the film. Yeah. Every moment of this, those cuts were flawless. Sam Mendes, everybody involved.
Yeah.
Production was amazing. Yeah. Just all of the terrain and the sets.
Yep.
Holy shit, the sets, man.
Yeah,
like
man.
one big long. Oh, my lord, this is a production. It is fantastic.
Now, we should probably tell the people what the story is.
Oh, of course. Yes. Did you want me to read through the brief little
go
note
for it.
here?
Yeah.
Yep. 2 young British soldiers during World War I are given an impossible mission. Deliver a message deep into enemy territory that will stop 1,600 men and one of the soldiers' brothers from walking straight into a deadly trap.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
The story itself is fairly low scale.
Yeah.
When you think about it, like, 1,600 people, like, obviously in the grand scheme of things, that's a hell of a lot of people to be wiped out.
Especially World War I.
But going up against, like, Saving Private Ryan and Fury and a lot of other modern war films, like, the scale of the story isn't as massive. But the way that, they deliver it in such a way where you do empathize for the brother because he's going to find his brother. That's how they encourage these characters to do their mission, because there's family at stake.
Absolutely.
And then I'm not going to spoil anything, but there was a surprise in the middle where
it took a left turn.
It took a left turn. Very hard left turn, but in a really wonderful sort of heartwarming way, because that turn occurred out of the kindness.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
this
right.
person had towards the enemy, because they're all fighting because they've been told to.
Like I said about Hollywood Men, no good deed goes unpunished.
That's right.
And that's very true for this story. But as far as I'm concerned, the story and the ending and the start, like, man, what an emotional, exhausting experience. But in such a good way. Yeah. In such a good way.
I remember when I first saw the trailer to this, and the trailer is, towards the end of the movie, where one of the characters, what's his name? The guy who plays the character in that trailer where he's running along the trenches. And the 1917 visual comes over the top.
Oh, is it George McKay, like the one who doesn't have the brother? Oh, the actor,
George McKay.
Yeah, George McKay.
So that character, actor, George McKay's character. You see that trailer where he's running and like the bombs are flying and people are running. I was like, oh, this movie's just going to be a visual wank for the director, and because I was like, oh, one shot, blah 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 blah. Because so many directors try and do such a wanky kind of thing.
Or they try and do an extended scene of like 15 minutes of just one camera angle. And they try those things.
They try and be too creative.
It seems like they try to do it for their own gratification.
Yeah.
Go, look how good I am.
Yeah, but this film didn't feel like that at all. This film felt very unique, and people are right in saying that it does feel like you're in the room because you technically are.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't really have much more to really say about this. As I say every week, if I really liked a movie, I don't write notes.
No, I've got nothing.
Yeah.
I've got nothing but the Wikipedia page and the IMDb page just to reference actors.
So what I will say is that this year I've changed my rating. I'm no longer going pretzels. I'm going great.
Oh.
Good.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Crap.
Oh. Nothing above great?
No, it's great. Was fucking great.
Okay.
Good was like, it was a good film.
I'm still going to stick to stars at least.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to because I've started writing all these down.
Yeah.
Because I'm going
so instead of writing like how many pretzels or whatever, you're just writing great.
Yep.
Good. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because they're either really fucking good or they're good movies.
No, that's right.
Or they're a bit whatever, or they're trash.
And at the end of the year, when you look at 1917 and Gentlemen, and I hope we're going to see Bombshell this week.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah.
And you look at all of them, you'll see great or whatever, but you'll go, that was really great. Like, you'll remember
I'll remember.
That.
Yeah.
No.
Well, not only that too, but even if there is a good film which isn't quite as standoutish as something like this, it'll be a good.
Yes.
Because it'll fit in that category, because I'm not thinking too heavily into this. But 1917, second film of the year, film of the year to get a great rating from me.
Absolutely.
The Gentleman and 1917.
Yeah.
Fucking what an amazing way to start off 2020.
Man, we are in such a good period for film, man. And I remember you months ago saying January is normally a dead period.
It usually is.
Man.
It usually is, man.
Yeah, no, I told you after that Christmas period, they normally like to throw out a few big ones. And man, they are hitting it out of the park. Yeah. I'm giving this one a solid 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like a fucking phenomenal film.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal film. I will just reference my rating.
Yep.
I don't think there will be a 10 out of 10. This year.
Okay.
I'm leaving that for in case there's another fucking decade-breaking film.
So this is like the best film ever, but you're waiting for that one that just really...
I'm waiting for like the game-changer one. Like this is absolutely phenomenal. Will be remembered as probably, I think it will win Best Oscar this year for Best Film. And deservedly so. And it will be remembered for that. But I'm waiting for that one that changes the game. Yeah. And it may not be what everyone thinks is a good film, but to me, it's a game changer of a film. So this one, 9.5. Gentlemen got 9. Man, fuck it. Can't ask for a better way to start. We're off to a great start. We're off to a fantastic start for this year, and I cannot wait for next week. Margot Robbie got nominated for the Oscar as well. So did Charlize Theron, I believe.
I didn't really want to go see Bombshell, but then I watched the trailer. I was like, fuck, this movie does look great. It really does.
And I love John Lithgow so much.
Oh, man. Yeah. Apparently the prosthetics like throughout the whole time.
It's either that or Bad Boys for Life. And no.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. But
tune in Friday.
Yes, absolutely. Now, I won't say best moment. No, I won't say favorite sort of scene because the whole film is fucking great.
Favorite scene, the start and the end where they started the movie. Yeah.
But I will say most memorable moment for you.
I got to say, at first when I was leaving, that middle part really hit me. Like that really hit me hard.
But you can't spoil that on the podcast.
No, I'm not going. No, I'm just saying if you go and see the film, you will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That was it, but honestly, the last scene.
Okay.
The last scene was I left going, oh,
fuck.
What a journey. Like that last scene, man. I'm getting emotional thinking about it, bro. Fuck, man. Thank God I'm wearing a hat and I'm going to put the brim down.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, it was, those two moments.
Magnificent film.
Oh.
I have to say, in terms, like as we've said, whole film is fantastic. There's a million moments in this where I could say, well, that was great. But the one most memorable moment, the one that stuck with me the most, It's not the biggest or most emotional, but I'm sitting there thinking, fuck, this is going to kill this kid. Because he cuts his hand on barbed wire, then sticks it through a dead body.
Yes,
and I was like, "That's gonna get infected."
Yeah, that's not a spoiler at all. But that just shows you the grittiness of what it was like in 1917.
The set, where it's been blown to bits. There's bodies, the brown, and then they reach the grass. Mm-hmm. Oh man, the set,
seeing that,
the landscape was fucking phenomenal.
That's probably the cinematography, the visuals of this film is just amazing. That's why I was blown away by the budget. And the fact that they spent everything to a T.
Yes.
Every dollar had a purpose.
Yeah.
And it's just deserving of every possible accolade.
Absolutely.
But that has been 2C3 Pod DTCR, and that has been the show.
Yes, thank you for tuning in on our Wednesday. That has been the show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we are 2C3 Pod, and you can find us at 2C3 Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, of course.
That's right. And wherever you're listening or watching, make sure you check us out on your preferred platform. We are available on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, YouTube.
Big Summer Blowout. Now, as we said at this beginning of the show, you can support the show. If you want, head over to tpublic.com where you can get yourself a small bit of merch. You can get yourself a t-shirt, a sticker, a mug, and a fridge magnet, of course, if you want to support the show in a way that gives you something in return. But you can also send us a buck.
That's right. Two's Company Three's a Podcast at gmail.com. If you would like to hit us up at PayPal, doesn't matter if it's 5 cents, 10 cents, $1, $2, $5, you can become a producer of the show and we will gladly read out your name in support. And every dollar, every cent that comes to us is just amazing. Like, it would be amazing. So if you would like to support the show in that way, feel free to hit us up, 2's Company 3's Podcast at gmail.com, or just use that email and send us a line.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, we have new podcasts, new videos every bloody week, every Wednesday and every Friday.
That is correct. We have 2 podcasts every week and normally 4 YouTube videos every week, even though we've fallen off the wagon to start the year due to the illnesses, but we'll be back on track.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, thank you for tuning in. My name is Dylan. My co-host, his name
is Mitchell. And don't forget that we are Two's Company, and thanks for tuning into that video by Two's Company Freezer Podcast. Don't be sad though, there's plenty more where that came from. Another cheeky video right there. Maybe even hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Or if you don't like our faces, check us out on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube.